In the deep, dark depths of the ocean, there is still so much that is unknown. In fact, it is estimated that as much as 95% of the world's oceans are undiscovered, leaving the mind to think, what creatures have we still not unearthed yet? Even though there are still many creatures I'm sure that we still have no idea about, there are some that we in fact have found that are still quite creepy. Here are the top 10 weirdest creatures ever found at sea. Number 10. The Blob Fish. This fish goes by many names. Some call it fathead, others call it the Blob Fish, but the Blob Fish first gained its notoriety around 2003 when pictures of it began to surface. Native to the South Pacific, it is made of a gelatinous material less dense than water, which allows it to float about in the water despite reaching such a large and ungainable size. Bumbling along the bottom, thousands of feet beneath the waves, the blobfish's world is cold, dark, and empty. The water presses in on animals there with more than 100 times the atmospheric pressure we feel on land, making the compressible swim bladders that many fish use to control their buoyancy less practical for these deep sea creatures. This animal is rarely encountered by humans, and therefore not much is really known about its natural history. The only thing we can say for certain is that this blobfish looks like an angry grandpa. Number 9. The Christmas tree worm. So many amazing creatures have been found in the Great Barrier Reef, but there's one that reminds us of one of America's biggest holidays, Christmas. And no, this is not a reindeer. Known as the Christmas tree worm, this animal looks exactly how it's named, a Christmas tree. Not necessarily one that you would cut out of the woods, but you get the point. Commonly found embedded entirely in heads of massive corals, such as stony corals, the worm's most distinct features are two quote-unquote crowns shaped like Christmas trees. These are highly modified palps, which are specialized mouth appendages. Each spiral is composed of feather-like tentacles called radials, which are very rough and cause any prey in them to be trapped and be transported into the worm's mouth. Christmas tree worms are widely distributed through the world's tropical oceans. They have been known to occur from the Caribbean to the Indo-Pacific. They use the spiral quote-unquote branches for breathing and feeding apparatus. Even though it isn't Christmas year-round, looking at this surely makes it feel like it. Number 8. The Stargazer. Usually stargazing is something you would see in a movie, but when you look at this next fish, it seems like fun is the last thing you think of. Lurking just beneath the sandy sea floor is a fish that strikes terror into the hearts of small fish across the world's shallow seas. The stargazer's entire body is hidden beneath the sand, with his eyes and mouth flush to the seabed. To entice unlucky fish within striking distance of its mouth, the stargazer uses its worm-like tongue as a lure. When fish come to investigate, the stargazer opens its mouth so quickly that the vacuum created pulls the fish inward to its fate. Luckily for humans, these fish aren't 15 feet in length. Normally, they can get up to around 3 feet at most. Even though these creatures aren't that large, they can still be dangerous. Some have an electric organ and are venomous. Although the venom can be digested, and some cultures consider the stargazer to be a delicacy, I would still be quite wary when approaching them. Number 7. The Fangtooth fish. Though they spend most of their time in the deep, common fangtooths are known to migrate towards the surface at night, following their preferred prey of crustaceans and other fish. One look at the fangtooth, and it's easy to see how the fish got its name. Like many deep-sea fish, a fangtooth has large, sharp teeth for capturing food that comes its way, and they are mostly dark brown or black. When a fish or shrimp swims nearby, a fangtooth simply opens its big mouth and sucks the animal inside. Animals caught in its trap have little chance of wriggling out. Fangtooths are deep-sea predators that have been recorded at depths of well over 16,000 feet. They are more active than many other deep-sea fish and seek out food rather than being purely an ambush, sit-and-wait type of predator. Though they look menacing and are voracious predators, common fangtooths are harmless to humans. They live in the deep sea and only grow to about 7 inches in length. Number 6. The Froude Shark. This next creature is known as the Froude Shark. Coming in at around 6 feet in length, the Froude Shark is most commonly known as a living fossil. Its ancestry dates back about 80 million years and is rarely seen by humans. Froude sharks have been found in a variety of places such as Japan as well as Portugal, and have even been caught in as deep as 5,000 feet down. However, they normally lurk around 500 feet below sea. Its eel-like body structure and 300 small razor-sharp teeth make this creature quite interesting, yet creepy to look at. The normally brown or black skin make it even harder for prey to spot it in the ocean. The long jaws of the Froude shark are highly distensible with an extremely wide gape, allowing it to swallow a whole prey over half of its body size. Even though these fish can swallow their prey whole, interactions with humans are extremely rare. The first sighting on camera was in 2004, and not many other sightings have happened since. So, their threat to humans is pretty low. Number 5. The Stonefish. Mostly found in the Indo-Pacific, the next species is almost never seen by its prey and are master ambush predators. The world's most venomous fish is definitely not one you want to mess with. Through its dorsal fin spines, the stonefish can inject a venom that is capable of killing an adult human in less than an hour. In nature, the stonefish does not use the venom, however, to capture its prey, but instead to avoid predation. The venom is extremely painful and is likely quite effective at turning away even the strongest potential predators. Their diet consists mostly of reef fish and other bottom-dwelling fish. They are known to wait for hours at a time and strike their potential prey when they are less than a body length away. If you get stung, which hopefully you don't, there are 2 common ways to get rid of the venom. First, obviously, is anti-venom, but second is applying hot water to the area, which will normally get rid of the venom in the stung area. Even though this fish is not seen often by humans other than divers, people still need to be cautious as one sting could be fatal. Number 4. The Hatchet Fish. Deep sea hatchet fish are small fish that lurk in the depths of many oceans. They should not be, however, confused with freshwater hatchet fish, which are commonly found in home aquariums. These small 1 to 4 inch fish have evolved a peculiar body shape and, like their relatives, have bioluminescent photophores, meaning they can light themselves up. The illumination allows them to escape predators that are below them by matching the light intensity with the light penetrating the water from above. Not much is known about how long these fish live. Most estimates are around a year or so. But hatchet fish are known to feed at night and make their way to much shallower waters as they go. What do you think? This is definitely not a fish I'd want taking a bite out of me. Number 3. The Anglerfish. This next fish is quite creepy looking. The anglerfish is named so due to its characteristic mode of predation, in which a fleshy growth from the fish's head acts as a lure to attract prey. Anglerfish occur worldwide. Some dwell away from the sea floor while others are close to it. Also, they have been found in the deep sea as well as on the continental shelf. A study done a few years back found that these fish have been around for quite some time. It's estimated that they have been swimming the oceans for between 100 to 130 million years. The anglerfish is a classic ambush predator. As we said before, they use a fleshy growth to lure fish to then swallow them whole. However, these fish don't need a lot to survive. In a study done, 52% of the fish examined had empty stomachs, giving them the ability to survive a long time without food. What do you think? Could you survive as long as these fish without food? Comment below. Number 2. The Gulper Eel. The Gulper Eel is one of the most bizarre looking creatures in the deep sea. Its most notable attribute is its large mouth. This enormous mouth is much larger than the eel's body. The mouth is loosely hinged and can be opened wide enough to swallow an animal much larger than itself. The hapless fish is then deposited into a pouch-like lower jaw, which resembles that of a pelican. In fact, this eel is sometimes referred to as the pelican eel. The gulper's stomach can then also stretch to accommodate its larger meals as well. Unlike many other deep-sea creatures, it has very small eyes. It is believed that these eyes evolved to detect faint traces of light rather than form images. Because of the extreme depths at which this fish lives, most of what we know about the gulper eel comes from specimens that are inadvertently caught in deep-sea fishing nets. The gulper eel is found in almost all of the world's tropical and temperate oceans, at depths ranging from 500 to 6,000 feet, making it just another sea monster you probably will never come across. And coming in at number 1, the viperfish. Measuring around 12 inches in length, the viperfish is one of the most unusual looking fish in the deep sea. It is also one of the most popular and well-known species as well. Known as one of the most fierce predators of the deep, this fish can be easily recognized by its large mouth and sharp, fang-like teeth. In fact, these fangs are so large that they won't even fit inside the mouth of the fish. Instead, they curve back very close to the fish's eyes. The viperfish is thought to use these sharp teeth to impale its victims by swimming at them at high speeds. Similar to other fish on our list, the viperfish uses bioluminescence. By flashing the light on and off, it can be used like a fishing lure to attract smaller fish. Not much is known about the lifespan of the viperfish, but most researchers think that they live between 15 and 30 years. Viperfish are found in tropical and temperate waters throughout the world at depths up to 9,000 feet deep. They are rarely seen by humans, although specimens do sometimes show up in the catches of deep-sea water trawlers. These occasional catches provide scientists with unique opportunities to study this elusive animal. Because they live in such deep waters, it is believed that human activity has had very little impact on their population. We want to thank all of you for tuning in to this video. We will definitely be uploading much more than we have recently, so we were sorry for that delay. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to stay up to date on all of our new content. Once again, thank you so much, and we will see you in the next video.